is not what the world demands of us today. This day demands that we raise our voices in protest. It demands calls to your representatives. This day demands that we take action. And if not now, when? Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Let me restate that. Men and women, we know God's will. That for which this country stands. God stayed Abraham's hand so as not to murder his future. Let us remove the gun from our hands so that we might not sacrifice ours. May this be God's will. We are now going to turn to words of memory as we think of those for whom we recite the words Kaddish. Kaddish is a prayer that affirms the goodness of God. Even in a world that is broken, we still need to do that for the souls of all of our loved ones. We are particularly thinking during this period of Shiva of those precious victims of terror in Texas and Buffalo. In addition to those names, so too do we think of all those for whom we mark the period of Shloshim, the 30-day mourning period. We think of Noah Arnold, Stanley Bellow, Ronald Cohn, Pauline Gale, Rosalie Kahn, Leslie Germain Martin, Cyril Newman, Ruth Schaller. In addition to those names, too, so do we think of all those who've died in seasons gone by for whom we mark their yahrzeit this evening. We think of Lawrence Allen, Yvette Astrin, Robert Bartfeld, Saul Baer, Faith Beckert, Jacob Bernstein, Jane Blankenship, Lisa Blatt, Aaron Boris, Vivian Brush, Ben Cohen, Doug Dreifke, Malvina Feller, Walter Frankel, Frida Gelman, Jenny Gilman, Paul David Gilson, Stuart Goldfarb, Rhoda Green, Teresa Sohn, Joseph Spector, Susan Tannenbaum, Richard Tepper, Fanny Veely, Lowell Williams, Leon Williams, Thelma Tybee Willis, Millie Wolfson, Jeanette Zuckerman. If there are any names that should be added to this list or any names that should be pronounced differently than I did, please do call those names as I look in your direction. May his memory be for a blessing. May his memory be for a blessing. In addition to the names of our loved ones, so too do we think of all those who have died due to war and terrorism, both foreign and domestic. We think of all those who've died in defense of this nation and allied nations' ideals. We think of all those who have died through this terrible virus that has stricken our nation and our globe, as well as the virus of xenophobia and racism. And we think of all those who perished during the Holocaust. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we turn to words sanctified by memory, words glorified by hope. The Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, can be found on page 294. We rise together as one community as we remember our loved ones, remember all those who perished. We think of these words, and we think of the goodness that still remains. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shmei rabbah, v'yalma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam ulamei amaya. Yit barach v'ishtabach v'it ba'ar v'it romam v'it naseh. V'it adar v'it alev v'it alal shmei dekudesha brichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, amen. You may be seated. Now it's a joy to call upon our congregational president, Brent Arnold, who's going to share some announcements with us on behalf of our congregation. Shabbat Shalom, Brent.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. I want to start out tonight by wishing another special Yom Huledet Sameach to our cantor Perper. Thank you so much for allowing us to celebrate your birthday with you. We look forward to celebrating with you again on June 24th as you get installed as our wonderful cantor here at Congregation Shalom. There will be more singing with cantors, coffee house, and many more things to come. So looking forward to that special event. We hope you can join us. I'd also like to wish a mazel tov to Sasha Bernstein and the entire Bernstein family as Sasha is called to the Torah and becomes a bat mitzvah tomorrow. That should be a really special accomplishment for their family. Last weekend, we had a really great conclusion to our religious school. I want to thank Brian Avner, our Director of Lifelong Learning, all of our amazing teachers here at Shalom, and our outstanding clergy for making this school year a huge success. Our Shavuot confirmation ceremony will take place next Saturday, June 4th at 7 o'clock p.m. It was a very difficult and disturbing week in the news, and I want to commend Congregation Shalom for sponsoring a special program next week on gun violence prevention titled, What Can We Do Now? Please join us for this online guest panel discussion along with our very own Rabbi Noah on Tuesday, May 31st at 6:15 p.m. I also want to remind everyone that if you are signed up for an overnight Jewish summer camp this year, you can also sign up for a free Congregation Shalom summer camp t-shirt. You can wear it to our camp-style Havdalah that's coming up on Saturday, June 11th at 7:30 p.m. here. Our annual meeting is also coming up on Thursday, June 16th at 7:30 p.m. We look forward to welcoming our new Board of Trustees and our new Endowment Committee members. There is a lot going on here in June. I'm also very excited to let you know our very first Gary Paler Memorial Shalom Golf Outing is coming up on June 26th at Songbird Golf Club to help benefit our school education programming. We're looking for about 40 more golfers to sign up for this event, so please let all your golfing buddies know. There will be breakfast, golf, lunch, and a whole lot more fun. Also, don't forget about our weekly Minyan services, Saturday Torah study and Shabbat service, Tuesdays adult education, and Thursdays What's New. After a difficult week like this, it is so nice to know that our Shalom community is there for us to help us get through this together. In times of difficulty, we lean on each other and unite our voices to help strive to make things a little bit better. On this holiday weekend, I hope you all find the time to enjoy what matters the most to all of you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much, Brent. We are going to turn now to our closing hymn for the Shabbat. You know, we began our service with happy birthday to you, Cantor, Yom Haledet Sameach. But there are some people who came in late. I'm not going to point to any fingers. But what you can do is we can all rise and sing loudly together this closing hymn, and that will make up for it. So we're going to turn to page 346, as we sing V'taher Libenu, page 346.
V'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu le'avdecha be'emet. V'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu le'avdecha be'emet. La 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 v'tahel libenu v'tahel libenu v'tahel libenu le'avdecha be'emet v'tahel libenu v'tahel libenu v'tahel libenu le'avdecha be'emet.
But wait, there's more. We still need to do Kiddush, so please remain standing as Cantor is going to lead us in the Kiddush. That can be found on page 5. Page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. Shabbat shalom, everyone.